sent NewsNation senior national correspondent Brian Entin out on the road to find some great food and the voters who will decide the election. Where are you, Brian?
We're in Ann Arbor, Leland. You know, we're doing this cross-country road trip. We started on the East Coast. Now we're in Michigan. We're going to go all the way to California. You texted me last night to go to Zingerman's in Ann Arbor, and we got here right before they closed. And I just want to show you this sandwich real quick so your mouth will water. I mean, look at this. I haven't started eating it yet. I know you've been to this place, but this is like turkey, avocado. It looks so good. But we've been talking to voters here. I was listening to your conversation with Geraldo about the latest Trump report involving Hitler's generals. We had a chance to talk to some people about that earlier today, right as it was coming out. Some had heard the report. Some we had to explain to them what was going on. Listen to a little bit of this.
He's a New Yorker. They're brash. It's just his personality. I don't believe that he really wants people like Hitler.
I think that's greatly exaggerated. I don't think he said that. Not in that meaning, anyways. He's a straight shooter to me. Like, rather,
some of the stuff he says that's inappropriate, you know?
I mean, yeah, some things he do say that's inappropriate. However, I can deal with that because I feel like he's all about America first.
It was interesting, Leland. You know, they didn't seem that fazed by it. Some people just thought maybe it was like taken out of context. They wanted more information. But I do want to get back to the food for a second because that's actually what I'm more interested in overall.
Yes.
You mentioned last night on your show you were interested in Chick-fil-A. We went to Chick-fil-A last night. You wanted me to take pictures. We took a picture there. I had the chicken sandwich. I had a coney dog this morning outside Detroit. I had a little bit of a chocolate donut today. And then we went to Buddy's Pizza, which I have to say I think was my favorite. I haven't tried the sandwich yet, but really good pizza, Buddy's Pizza in Michigan, Leland.
Excellent. We're looking forward to a full report. I know you're going to Wisconsin. My advice for Wisconsin is Culver's, which is butter burgers and frozen custard.
Oh, I've been to Culver's. Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, it's great.
Okay, so here's my question. When you're in all these food places, are folks talking about the election? Is it a common topic of conversation, or are they talking about baseball and in Michigan, the Lions and the Wolverines?
I mean, look, I think people are more aware in Michigan than, say, other places that I've been where they're not such a swing state. I think that's partly because, like, in the hotel, you turn on the TV at night and it's just ad after ad after ad, and, like, they're all getting text messages nonstop, so they can't really ignore it. I will say, I think I told you this the other day, I am surprised how many people are undecided. We were out talking to auto workers in Dearborn earlier today, and a lot of them say they still haven't made up their mind. And, you know, there were a couple people that really like Harris. They really like her. But they also were quick to point out that they had a bigger paycheck when Trump was president. And so they're kind of like going back and forth between those two things.
If you think about the way this was going to work over the next 2 weeks, and we have a pretty clear picture of closing arguments now. Donald Trump's going to be on the stump in a few minutes. He is going to be talking about the economy and the border and crime. That's the space that Republicans have laid out. Kamala Harris is staking everything on January 6th and Trump as Hitler. There's a reason she said she's going to give her closing argument speech from the ellipse, in Washington, D.C., not in a swing state. The undecided voters you talk to, are they more focused on issues or character?
I think both. I know that's not really a good answer. Like, my sense is the people who think that Trump is Hitler have already made up their mind. This is just based on the people that I've talked to. And that the undecideds they might not really like him, but again, they're tied up on crime, like in Detroit. They don't like the crime. They're tied up on the fact that they want a bigger paycheck. You know, there was a mom that had 5 kids. I interviewed one of the Ford workers who cried because she actually cried talking to me, talking about going to the grocery store because she just doesn't have any money left over at the end of the month. Lifelong Democrat who's like toying with the idea of voting for Trump. So I think that stuff is what matters to people. At least that's with the people that we've talked to.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.